Now joined by Adam Chapman, who's the owner of Wolfit Pet Store in Tunbridge Wells. Adam, thanks for your time. You've been a pet retailer for some time now. Trade show like Pat's, what do you look for as a retailer?
I come up every year just to look for new ideas, something different to put on the shelf. Because being in the trade for quite a while now, new ideas are difficult to come by. So you haven't seen the same old thing on the shelf, think, okay, let's try and find something different. So that's the main reason people come up to the trade show, that's why I come up here. And I suppose also the deals. Everyone's prepared to do a deal today.
Right.
So
okay.
you bring up a list of things that you want to buy, and hopefully you can negotiate a slightly better price on them.
So you've been waiting a couple of weeks probably to restock on some items, have you?
Yes, basically, you're right, yes.
So you've not had a chance to look around the show, I know, but are there any particular sectors and products that you have particularly got a thought that you might need?
I always like to look at the accessory side. For the dog sector, I think it's always interesting to look at accessories, and also the cat side of things as well. I always think there's something new can be had within the dog side, without doubt. Natural treats are getting very popular nowadays, so it's looking for something slightly different. The dog food market is pretty saturated again at the present moment, so it'd be nice to see if anyone's come up with a different way of selling dog food or producing dog food.
And being based in Tunbridge Wells, it's quite a reputation for an affluent town. Do you think that's protected you from some of the tough times that maybe some of your colleagues have had over the last few years?
Oh yeah, without doubt. You know, Tunbridge Wells is Tunbridge Wells. Saying that, it's slowly catching up with us. I'm beginning to feel now what potentially people might have felt a couple of years ago. So interesting times ahead, I'm sure. But you know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. You've got to try and find something different to do, make yourself unique, stand out, and that's one of the reasons again you come to shows like this to find that something different.
So apart from the economic challenge that we're facing at the moment, what are the big issues that you face as a pet retailer, do you think?
As a pet retailer, I suppose the companies we deal with on a daily basis, what you class as the big boys or the wholesalers, everyone wants their two penneth, so the margins are corroding. It's getting a little bit more difficult to make the money you used to make. And that's, I suppose, really one of the biggest challenges, is you've established a product on the shelf, you used to make X amount, and now you're only making Y amount, and it's getting a little bit harder. I'm not quite sure the way around it and how you can combat it, but that's the way that seems to be. Over
the last 10 years or so that I've been involved in the pet industry, animal health has become more akin to human style healthcare, and the products that have become available seem to have matched the trends that have been in the consumer side of things. That animal welfare and animal health, is that difficult to manage that alongside keeping the profit margins where they need to be?
Yes and no. I must admit, society is definitely looking at the way they feed the dog, the way they exercise the dog. Without doubt, it's different. Treats are going more natural. There is room to shop around and find the right companies out there selling the right product at the right price. But you've got to look harder nowadays than where before you could go to the wholesaler and negotiate better terms. Those days, I think, pretty much have gone. So it's looking at the small independent companies who are prepared to sell you a product that's good, what the consumer wants, but also realises that you're there to make money as well.
Okay. And as a pet retailer, what do you do to stand out from online competition and the big sheds, etc.?
Personal service. It's as easy as that. Choose the right staff, get the right staff, so when people walk through the door, they're friendly. My staff recognises most of the customers who come through. They know them by the name, and that's the biggest thing. And I suppose saying that, knowledge of the product you're selling is also paramount. It really is. Caring for the animal, yes, it's got to be in there as well. You know, the customers pick up on that. But knowledge of the product and just being polite. Good old-fashioned standards.
Great. Well, I think that's a right place to leave it. I'll let you get and have a look around the show. Adam,
Thank you.
Thanks again for your time.
No problem whatsoever.